His stomach sinks. His heart races. Sweat perspirates from his skin, and paranoia sets in. If there's one thing Rusthilt wasn't expecting today, it was to end up in a holy nation city. Moreover, every single guard in that city eyes them, watches them carefully, spits at the feet of Ruka and Kang, and looks down on Hobbs and Rusthilt for traveling with them. Insults are slung, and even hints of violence are etched toward them. But they hold firm, they follow the laws, and they watch themselves. There is an advantage here. While they are hated, and half of them are wanted dead for just being what they are, there is no better place to learn of your enemy than in the heart of where they live. Well, I'll get the obvious out of the way right now. The end of last episode either saw you or Dean edited it out. I'm not entirely sure which one yet, but saw me fighting a bunch of bone dogs with the town guards here in Akron. Unfortunately, I went and spoke with somebody in a bar shortly thereafter, which I assume has been removed from the game. I think it was actually this person right here. The Mercenary Guild person? Yeah, it was actually this person who's coming out of the bar right now. I went to go speak with them just to see what they were about, and the game hard crashed. It just froze and crashed, and I lost a bunch of progress. I found myself back here. I bought books like I did, but the Bone Dogs are not coming back. But that's, that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's not a huge deal. There's still plenty to explore here in Akron, and when that's all said and done, there's still plenty to the north we can actually go toward. And we have that snow area that looks like to our west. And that in and of itself is interesting, because we kind of are looking for trouble in a way. We're really trying to put ourselves to the test. And now that we know Akron is here, we'll have a safe place we can run to if we need to. So we've checked out some bars. There's actually a little building we could buy supremely cheaply, 1,500 cats. It's not a big deal at all. With this, we could store things here if we wanted to, and we got some other things. So let's just continue looking around. Anything with this symbol outside of it, I will be ignoring, though, because they yelled at me when I went in last time, and they told me to get the hell out. And Rusthilt's not one to push his luck, so to speak. There's also a few little storage areas quite well hidden and tucked away that we might be able to steal from. You're not allowed in here, take exit. My bad. So I want to make sure we're good. Let's have Kang talk. I'm looking for some ancient science books. Shh, don't mention those here. Oh, get out, leave me alone. What? I just thought that was an interesting thing to talk about. I had no idea that was a thing. All right, let's have Rusthilt go in. Oh, are you yelling at me? What's happening? What's happening? Maybe he's trying to close up for the night, and I walked in at the last minute. Let's trade. Okay, I just want to see what he's got. Ah, so he does have science books or research artifacts. Okay. What is that? Tech level 2, random furniture. We probably want to buy this, so we probably should, but we won't be able to do that unless we sell some stuff off. Let's actually sell off a couple of our animal skins so we can buy it. We'll just learn it, and let's get out of here. Let's get Rusthilt out. Not quite sure what's happening. Oh, they're manning the turrets at night. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not done exploring quite yet. These paladins are running around slightly aimlessly. But, like I said, if there's one group of people that Rusthilt has no issue stealing from, it's going to be these guys. Without question. What is this? Battery bank. Small generator. Let's go ahead and sneak real quick and see what's going on in here. I can't loot it. I can loot it. I guess there's nothing here. Whoop, whoop. Out, out, everybody out. Hey. We weren't doing nothing. Nothing at all. All right, well, thanks for having us. Well, let's continue north then. Or at east-north. Northeast. You know, those things. We want to continue pushing outward and seeing what's around. And while it's nice to know that Akron's here, it's basically a bunch of holy buildings we're not allowed into, 3 bars where we could probably hire some people, an adventuring area, which might actually be worth seeing what they've got to buy, or maybe even no, they've got a guard up there. This is the only time I'm really looking at what it would take me to maybe steal a little bit from them. I don't mind it so much. Let's grab Rust Tilt. Let's have him pick this lock. Super easy for him. Just keep an eye out for moving parts. We know there's people up on the turrets. Just want to see. Yep, we got it. We know there's people on the turrets, and I don't want them to see us. Rust Tilt, we'll send you in alone. You got your little weird Naruto run. Small Emperor statue, huh? We might be able to... get out of here. Somebody sleeps in here, and that's funny. Yeah, he does like the little weird Naruto run when he's stealthing now. That's hilarious. All right, let's get the hell out. Hopefully they don't check bags, because if they do, we're going to have to do something about it. Well, let's go ahead and move on out. And to see what in the night waits for our crew. We're still looking. We're still looking, without a doubt. Keep your beasts in order. I am. Whoa. What the fuck? Is there a bone dog there? I don't want to kidnap him. I just want to loot him. Up. Oh, back up. Because they've got big, mean, giant turrets that sit at the top. And I'd rather... Oh, come on. There we go. We'll skin it alive and take its meat while it's still breathing. Because that's just the way of the wasteland. At that point, I'm sure our friends aren't particularly worried about it. Everybody's still alive over there. Good. Look at the great waste beyond. A beautiful sight for our friends here. I love how each of them have kind of their own pose. Hobbs is a little slouched. Ruka's a little more upright. Kang just looks like he's ready to take anybody who brings beef his way. And Rust Tilt has his little weird crouch going. Where do we go? Well, let's head that way. Wait, why are you going... Do we have to go in and around? Well, why don't we go around the long way? Why go through Akron again? I don't want to risk our bags being checked. We did steal a small statue of the Emperor. That's worth not much, but we have it and they don't anymore. And maybe that'll make them angry. Ooh, yep. See, there's buildings over here. This is why I'm glad I went the long way. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, we're still fighting. Is that a bone dog? I want to fight it. I do want to fight it. Attack. All right, let's have Hobbs pull back. He's ranged, so I want him back. We'll have Rust Tilt to the side and Ruka to the side as well. Like so. Rust Tilt, let's have Hobbs a little closer. We'll even put Kang behind. Hopefully giving Hobbs a clear shot at this guy. Ruka getting beat up quite badly, but managing. I might want to just put this bag away. Same thing. So it doesn't hinder them as much. Rust Tilt's getting beat down. Come on, Hobbs. Take a shot, buddy. We're really going ham on this adult bone dog. At least we're trying to. Nice block. Maybe I'll just have him block for now. Oh, we have another bone dog on the way. Hobbs, you need to be doing a little bit more here. You're just gonna go in for melee, huh? All right, you know what? Fine, dude. That's fine. Block. Down he goes. Perfect. You did what you could best. Now you have to open up that bag. All right, and Hobbs will go ahead and loot this thing completely. And yet another bone dog right there. I think once we're healed, we'll take him on. Let's have Ruka first aid herself. Maybe Kang can first aid her. Yeah. Keep an eye on the bone dog. We definitely want to pull it and fight it if we can. It's good for us. And he's healing up. All right, everybody. Go after the bone dog. You, Rust-Tilt, you too, homie. Get in there. Rust-Tilt. Turn the blocking off. Let's go. In. We're just going to surround him. Melee style. The thing with the bone dog is it seems we can't focus on one particular part of the body without getting it kind of demolished. Okay. Pull. Basically, once aggro is pulled away, we can move out to somebody else. And down he goes. Skin it alive. It's working out fantastically for us. Look at that! With just Kang added, and I'm sure that there's a surge of confidence rippling through the entire party, though maybe Kang doesn't feel it as strongly as the rest. Suddenly, we're able to make do and make things work on our own. Let's get that going. Kang, let's have you cook up what you've got. Gonna throw those and start cooking those up. And around the campfire we sit while Rust-Tilt does what he does best and heal. Nothing. Alright, keep that there. Hobbs has a bunch. Let's go ahead and do the inventory here. Put all those in. And we'll take what we can get. Wonderful. It was a tougher fight. We did, you know, Rust-Tilt got the hell beat out of him, but his toughness went up for it, which is nice. And I'm sure all their attacks and stuff went up as well. Even Ruka got beat down pretty heavily. Damn, man. Her toughness is a 30 now, which may not sound like a lot, but I promise you it is. Comparatively, at least. Yeah. Take those. Who has the food on them? No one, really. Well, I think we'll spend the night here in the desert. We'll go ahead and dry up all this bone dog meat. And we'll maybe move on when the sun rises. As the night wears on, and our campfire kind of gives away our position, bone dogs are attacking both aspects of the gate, and it seems some hungry bandits are getting involved. They're a robot in disguise. He is? Are we sure about that? Well, let's come in here and help fight against these guys. For fun. If we can. We'd like to up our skill when we can. Let's go ahead in there. Help the paladins out. And they're down. Well, there's no robot in disguise, and here comes yet another bone dog. Yeah, so while I was camping and letting things dry out, I saw a bunch of numbers flying around, and over here, it looks like a pack of bone dogs kind of mauled and attacked them, and over here, there was actually a fight with more bone dogs, and then hungry bandits were walking by and whipped around and started to fight. And I only imagine it's because of the smell of the raw meat that gave them that sensation. Is this thing not going to fight us? No, it's running. That's fine. Well, what's left? I think we've already looted this, but we'll double check. Yeah. And this is a unconscious bandit who is going to be taken to prison before I can do anything about it. So back to our fire. There's a bunch of adult bulls out there, but we've got some meat still cooking, so. Oh, they're coming. Let's go. Let's fight. It approaches and then it keeps trying to run. Goal, playing limbs. I don't know what limbs is. Oh, he's got, oh my God. That's why he's playing limbs. He grabbed one of the bandits' arms, the ones that got chopped off, and he's running around with it. And he's trying to play like fetch with us, and we're missing horribly in the process. He's playing keep away. After him. This might be good for us. Let's take a look at his difficulty here. Oh my god, we're whiffing so hard. But if we keep pushing him back towards the city, the guard should get involved. Maybe. Good, another hit, another hit. He won't bite us in the process, so it's just free food for us to take down this bone dog. Yo, can we just leave the bone dog to me? He's running into the city. There he goes. Thank you. All right. Back to the fire. What an eventful night. And a wandering assassin looking to come on by. Rustilt is limping like crazy. He needs to heal up. We may actually have to spend some time in Akron just to heal. Another bone dog is getting involved. And some holy servants are in the process of getting their butts kicked. Got it. Alright, let's take all of this. It's some beautiful swaths of land out here that I wish we could actually make a home out here relatively safely. Not gonna be possible, but, you know, I do wish. Alright. Let's go ahead and snuff this thing out. And we can now continue to explore. Halt in the name of Akron. Uh-oh. Well, the danger here is this, so let's just throw that on the ground. Hello? Are you about to fight us? You there. Who is this foreign heretic you travel with? I don't know who you're talking about. What are you talking about, my man? The foreign beast is not allowed free reign in holy Akronite territory. They must be rebirthed and educated in the laws of the Holy Phoenix. Blessed be his name. Sorry, what? Surrender yourself, beast, for the good of your people. Let the holy nation teach you the way of wholesome life and holy path. Let your human comrades live on in purity. Wait, what? If we're not welcome, we'll leave peacefully. Leave. I cannot risk it. I will not allow my pure-blood brothers to be corrupted by your darkness, beast. Better they be purged by the holy than have their souls devoured by the impure. Is there no other way to settle this? For the good of Akron's cause, there is no other way. Come with me. Don't be afraid. You'll be well taken care of within the holy nation. Take the higher path, beast. I can't do that. We have to run. Then you have brought doom on your comrades, a selfish act to be expected from a beast like you. Okay, we gotta run. Everybody got to run away. Everybody's got to run away. We might die today. Everybody, run away. We don't have any slippers for her, huh? We might... Is it athletic effects? What if we just took off her shoes? I wonder if that would help. But we have to run, so run. They are so fast. They are so fast. An interesting situation for Rustilt and friends. They offered to rebirth us, whatever that means, and I denied it. And in the process, we might end up dying because of it. They are incredibly quick. Ruka's down. We'll keep moving. Did they just beat Ruka into the ground and that's all they did? So they weren't talking to me, they were talking to Ruka? I thought they were talking to me. Alright, that's not a big deal. They beat Ruka into the ground and she's unconscious, but they left her. They didn't chase us after. And they didn't care about Kang either, which also surprises me. But still, not ideal. Rustilt's gonna get her up, though. I'm sorry about that, Ruka. Incredibly bad for all of us here. An action-packed and aggressive opening for our friends outside of this Akron city of Stack. Frustrating, perhaps. But not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now, she's still unconscious for a while. Do I have a splint? I do. But there's not much I can really do about it. Alright, let's have him pick her up. And let's just kind of hobble our way out of here. Interesting that they'll let us into the city, but they will not let us wander their holy lands. And I'm starting to wonder if this is a good idea to be wandering around out here and exploring, or if we should go somewhere safer. But I'm not done yet. I'm not going over that way. That's where they're patrolling. But there's still bits and pieces of machinery that have definitely caught our eye. All right, she's up. Let's have Rustil just put her down. So she's got a massively crippled arm, and her head is at -4, but she's not going down. And that, usually you would go down in the negatives, and you wouldn't get up until that reaches 0. But the reason she's not is because her toughness is at a high enough level where it won't necessarily knock her out. She's in no way good to fight, though. The reason we're moving slow isn't because we're overweight, by the way. I just realized it's because Kang is probably not very fast. Yeah, his athletics is incredibly low compared to ours. So let's go up and around. I'd like to head over toward the snow area just to see what's out there. But we're so far out now compared to where we're in Squin, that the trek back by itself is going to be lonesome, treacherous, maybe even bring death to one of us. We just got close right there. I swear we were about to die. I was convinced that was the end. For one of us, anyway. I don't know what this rebirth thing is, and I don't know if I want to know what the rebirth thing is. Whoa, is that green? Whoa, what is this? A holy farm and green land? Holy crap. There's actually green parts of this map. And of course the holy servants are the ones that have it. Like, of course it is. We've got some escaped servants patrolling, that should be fine for us. Yeah, you can see a huge group of people moving down there. This must be the farm. My curiosity is getting the better of me. Perhaps even the first time Rustil is seeing green in his life. When he was a farmer, they didn't farm on luscious lands, though there were fairy tales and long-forgotten stories of green pastures and tall trees and life and the world working in harmony before the Great Wars ended it all. But now he's actually getting a peep of it. His heart races, his stomach sinks. Maybe even his eyes well up as he realizes the stories that he was told as a child by his parents weren't fairy tales after all, even if they were presented as such. Instead, they were the truth, at least partially so. There are parts of this world that are not fully dead yet. But things can be dead in different ways. While life clearly flourishes here, it's those who control it that bring death. The circle of life is that of living death into rebirth. And perhaps this is just the first step of their ultimate goal of the rebirth of the world. And they have huge amounts of people traveling. And as long as we have Shek, Ockern's Pride, as long as we have Shek with us, I'm not sure we can do much. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to pull back Ruka and Kang. I'm going to keep them sneaking, and I'm going to keep them distant. I'm going to bring these two, who are humans, in. If things go poorly, we'll have backup waiting. A tactical decision to have half the party move forward to explore, and the other half to sit back and watch. From a hilltop, of course. We're not looking to fight if we don't have to. I want to see what this part of the map has, what this farm is like. The danger is leaving too far behind means they could get caught out at any moment. And if they do, there's not much we can do about it. So if we zoom in over here, it has wildlife, animal life, beds, an actual farmer. Holy farmer. I'm wondering if they'd let us lie down over here. People tending to fields and crops. A well for water. This gives Rustil hope and a lot of ideas, if I'm honest. How we can make this work for us. Just want to make sure everybody's good over here. Hello? Rustle and Hobbs running in. Genuinely curious. A bone dog sits. If he was to sleep, would they get mad at us? Let's sleep and watch, just for a little while. I'd love to bring in Ruka, but even if they let her in, it would be a risk to even try to see if they would do anything. Because if they did, then she would just fall over immediately. Not worth the risk. We can heal up the rest for a short time here, just a little bit. Nobody seems to care that we're here. A couple of passerbys wandering through the fields. And lucky for us, the Holy Nation sees humans as sacred. So, I'm sure they let us just lie down. Good pilgrims. Allowing us a humble abode to rest. But how that mood would turn should our Shek friends show up. And at this point, Rustilt thinks more like a Shek than he does a human. At the very least when it comes to how to approach situations. Alright. Well, let's explore a bit. What's in here? Are we allowed? We've got some training dummies. We're not getting yelled at for being in here, which is good. Let's move out of the way. And then he's gonna train. Nothing to steal. And it looks like a house, maybe? Who's that? Just a holy servant. Hello? Anybody want to talk? What do you want? Got any animals for sale? Let's see what he's got. He actually is a bone dog. We don't have the money for it, but there is a bone dog. We could buy one from him. And then for trade, not a whole lot. Huh. That is his wife with a backpack on. Well, interesting. There's still so much out here. This is crazy. I wonder if I'd ever be able to set... There's another holy farm out that way. On the edges of space. Perhaps this whole thing is due to this one holy farm working tirelessly to bring the life back. And what this farm is the next step on the border of life and death to bring life back over here. What the heck is that? River raptor. Raptors? Okay, first of all, those are horrifying. Second of all, they do not look like herbivores, so we don't want to mess with them at all. Let's head out of here. This is beautiful, honestly. This is a cool little find. But I still want to go to... I still really do want to go to the winter area. So let's have everybody meet up right over here. They don't need to sneak anymore. We'll move them up. Here they come. And we'll continue exploring directly west until we come across either the winter zone or something worth exploring some more. It seems a couple of Holy Nation servant outlaws and the Holy Nation patrol have met up with one another. And while I typically would get involved in any fight that gives me the advantage if I fight for the right side, with the Holy Nation, it isn't going to be such an easy decision. I think we'll more take this as an opportunity and a distraction and push past them while they're busy fighting those who abandoned their ways or servants that had escaped. We have one limping over here. He's all kinds of beat up. Almost dead completely. And it might even be a mercy for us to put him out of his misery, but we have no... Okay, well, we have to run now. Oh boy, do we have to run. Well, never mind for that distraction. There's a gigantic pack of bone dogs that was hanging out. And I'd like to get to them. Wrong place at the wrong time? You've come too far? Really? Do you not see these bone dogs? Good. The bone dog is gonna break off and fight him. We need to keep moving. I'm hoping the bone dog will... Alright, well, let's see what happens over here. I lost him, but we're being attacked by this guy. He's really, really... Really? You guys are gonna... Wait a minute. You guys are gonna fight us? I don't understand. Ruka, I just want you to block. Nothing else. Well, these guys are gonna fight us. We'll get in. Nice 2 hits by Rust Hilt. Hobbs coming in overhead, and then down they go. Where are you going now? I think the bone dog finished him off. Back up, back up, back up. No fighting. Well, sir, at the very least, your weapon's coming off. Even if you're not dead. Could kidnap you, but it'd be too long of a haul to bring you back to our base. Let's keep moving. I need to go that way. I was desperate to try to kind of break them off. But, man, this is tough. I just genuinely don't know if we're going to be able to get out of this area. Another bone dog. Hopefully it's just alone. Maybe the one that fought that other Holy Nation guy and broke away. I feel like all the footage we're getting right now, there's very little downtime these past couple of episodes, which I'm really thankful for. But at the same time, it requires a micromanagement that I haven't had to put forth in an RTS in a while. Oh, it's off. It's off to fight something. And it isn't us, which is fantastic. Because now we can just make our way across. Go across. Rook, I don't know why you're breaking off. Yep, that one bone dog is going to try and take on that whole group. But just to show you the strength of a fucking bone dog, look at the beating it's taking before it goes down. Look at the amount of damage it does in every single hit. There it goes. It's just bonkers. It's so much. Back across the deserts to where the whispers of cold wind and snow echo to the west. Along our path in this great desert, there's quite a few abandoned buildings, and we're headed right for one. I doubt there'll be anything here, but it's always interesting and worth checking. I can't tell if these buildings were destroyed by weather or just were never finished. My guess is that they were destroyed over the course of the years and such. Yeah, there's nothing here. Still interesting to see, but we're about to cross over right over this mountainside. Wow, what? Is it not snow like I thought? That is a huge piece of something. Iron, that's an iron resource. We can actually mine this. I want to know what the name of this area is. Because while he's not thinking he's going to do it now, in the back of his mind, Rust Hilt is scoping out areas. Areas to place his own encampment, operate out of, be safe from. I love the ruined machinery lying around this forsaken, abandoned, dead world. It scratches at the tip of a history yet to be discovered. A long forgotten past of this world people mostly try to forget, or truly have forgotten. But look out there. Is that like a busted windmill? We've got to find out. It's not a busted windmill. It's a plant. There's a lot of things we can mine for iron, it looks like, and copper out here. I just don't know how dangerous this place is. What terrors await us out here? How's our food situation? Totally fine. We are good on food, even if Kang's not eating. Maybe it's just part of Shek customs. Starve yourself until you can't anymore. Get yourself accustomed to it so that when it does happen out on the battlefield, you won't be suffering nearly as badly as the enemy would be. Yeah, once again, just remnants of civilizations long past. I'm starting to think we should head back. At least for Ruka's sake, get her healed. Because if we get ourselves caught out, we're going to be in a bad way. A situation we don't want to be in. And yet, the call for exploration continues to beckon us.